What's up, beautiful geeks? Welcome to another IG Saga video, and today we're going to be reviewing this guy right here. This is the Nike Mercurial Superfly 7 Elite CR7 Safari. We're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it in detail, and then we're going to test it out. So let's get the review started. Okay guys, so before we get into a detailed review of the shoes, let's talk a bit of a history here. So this shoes is a bit of an iconic colorway. The colorway itself is a bit of an iconic colorway. It was originally released 10 years ago in 2010, and it was said to be released on Cristiano Ronaldo's son's birthday. Now this shoes is a bit of iconic shoes because of one, the colorway, which I still think it looks beautiful, and two, because as I said, the original version was released 10 years ago, and that was said to be Cristiano Ronaldo's first signature boot. And by the look of it, I never got the original version of it, but by the look of it, I'll put a picture here somewhere on the screen. By the look of it, it looks the same in terms of like the colorway and the design, but technology obviously have changed. Technology obviously have evolved in the last 10 years, and a lot of technology has been implemented into this one. But this one that I'm holding in my hand right now was released to celebrate an anniversary of that original release, which was released 10 years ago, and which was Cristiano Ronaldo's first signature boot. And this is kind of released to kind of celebrate that a little bit. So this is it's a bit of a special shoes, a bit of an iconic shoes. It's something that you can buy and then put on the shelf, and don't play with it because it's super expensive. Okay guys, so let's talk about the upper of the shoes. The upper of the shoes is a beautiful, it's a glorious. I'm just kidding. The upper of the shoes is pretty amazing. I love the colorway. I love the way it looks. It looks amazing. You have all this black and white dots going on all around the shoes. Safari feel all going around. Safari feel and black and white all going around the shoes. The lace itself is also black and white. It was said that on the original version, people used to take out the lace itself and then put it on their sneaker because, you know, it was kind of a new thing at the time and people were really in love with it. That felt like something I would have done in high school when I was in my feelings back in the days. You know, it was all about the lace, bro. And anyway, you have this black and white stuff going on there. You have the Nike orange color out there, the Nike orange color out here. You have the Mercurial color out there on the back, which is orange. And of course, you have kind of like an orange line going on inside there. The bottom of the shoes, the outsole of the shoes, of course, you have orange, and then you have orange on the tip of the studs there, which is really cool. On the inside of the shoes, you have, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo doing this thing. I was waiting for that. You have Cristiano Ronaldo doing this thing on the inside of the shoes. We'll talk about it a little bit more. But as far as the colorway go, I love the colorway. And of course, you have all white on the dynamic fit color itself, and then white here as well. The colorway looks amazing. The colorway is, it brings out the shoes, man. I never got the original version, but you don't really get to enjoy the colorway until you have it in your hand. And like I must say, I really love the colorway of the shoes, and it's amazing to me. It looks really amazing to me. But the upper, let's talk a little bit about the upper. So the upper is a 365 Flyknit construction upper, classic Mercurial, nothing special there. You have a 365 Flyknit upper, which goes all around the shoes for better grip, for better control, for that one sock feel when you put the shoes on. You have high tenacity yarn. I think that's what Nike calls it, high tenacity yarn on the shoes, on the upper of the shoes itself, which is really cool. And of course, you have the dynamic fit color. This, of course, was not something that was available on the OG version, on the original version, because at the time, most likely dynamic fit color was not a thing at the time, but now you have the dynamic fit color, again, to give you all that one-piece upper feel. And the upper itself, let me take this out for a minute here. The upper itself feels really nice. And again, we're gonna test it, and once I test it, I'll tell you guys how it really feels, but it feels really nice. I wear it 10.5, and I kind of bump it up to 11 because I really wanted to kind of see how it feels on my feet. And I didn't want to have that really tight feel, so I kind of went up to 11. So again, I will tell you guys how it feel once we test it out on the tryout section of the review. But that's pretty much all there is for the upper. Okay, so let's talk about the insole. The insole, or the inside of the shoes. The insole is removable, and there's something pretty unique about the insole as well. If I can get it. Oh, hold on. Yeah. There it is. So there's something a bit unique about the insole here. On this side of the insole, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo is doing his thing, his classic celebration. And then on this other side of the shoes right here, you have a different CR7 call out there. And then of course you have Cristiano Ronaldo's signature. And the shoes also does feature the Nike grip technology, which kind of prevents your feet from moving a lot in the inside of the shoes, because you have these little things right here that aligns perfectly inside. Let me show you guys. Perfectly inside to the design of the shoes, and it prevents it from moving around in the inside of the shoes. So it prevents your feet from moving around on the inside of the shoes, like we've talked about several times on this channel, to kind of give you that steady one piece upper nice grip feel when you have the shoes on. Let me take this out. On the inside you have a little bit of a soft material on the inside of the shoes here, and it has holes on the inside of it as well, as you guys can see, for a bit of breathability, I suppose, when you put it on. But it feels very nice. On the heel counter here on the back of the shoes here, there's a bit of padding there that feels very cushioned and very nice. So that's pretty much all you get on the inside of the shoes. You have the midsole itself. Well, it's not really a midsole, it's kind of all one. But you have the inside of the shoes there. It looks pretty simple, nothing fancy about the inside. That's pretty much all you get for the inside of the shoes. Okay, so my cat is here to talk about the outsole of the shoes. Fifi, say something about the outsole. I don't think she has anything to say. I think she just wants to get out. Come on, Fifi, say something. Outsole? Okay, so my cat didn't want to talk about the outsole of the shoes, so I guess I gotta talk to you guys about the outsole of the shoes. The forefront of the shoes, the forefront of the outsole of the shoes. Nike have what they call the Nike Aero Track outsole, which allows for better sprint, better grip on the field, and especially tough fields as well when you're playing, better grip and better push when you are running with the ball. They have what they call the angular studs, aka we're gonna charge you more money for it. Just kidding. But anyway, they have what they call the angular studs. You have four studs on the back of the shoes here, and then they also have something in it that's called the micro grooves. Again, we're gonna charge you more money. You know how Nike is with that. They have the angular studs, the Nike Aero Track, and then they have the micro grooves, I guess, on the inside of the studs to allow for better traction and better push when you're running with the ball, or when you're trying to control the ball. So that's pretty much all you get for the outsole of the shoes. Nothing fancy there. Okay guys, so we're at the end of the video. Let's talk about the way the shoes feel first before we wrap up the whole video. I love the way the shoes feel on my feet. Just keep in mind that I normally wear size 10.5, but I kind of tend to go half a size up when I get a shoes with dynamic fit color, because one, it's very difficult to put on a shoes with dynamic fit color. Two, it's very difficult to take off a shoes with dynamic fit color. So every time I get a shoes that have a dynamic fit color on it, in general nowadays, every time I get a shoes, I try to go half a size up, because the shoes are kind of built for like comfort, but not so much comfort, but for that tight sock-like feel nowadays. So going a half a size up for me, it's tend to work magic, because it gives my feet a little bit of flexibility to move around in the shoes. So yes, this shoes is size 11. I do wear size 10.5, but I went up to size 11, and it feels beautifully well. It feels comfortable. I can move around. It is going to require some breaking time, but I don't think that the breaking time is going to be extensive. It's going to just take maybe one game, maybe two games, but most likely one game, because when I tested it, when I was moving around, it felt comfortable. It felt very comfortable already. So most likely one game. It feels very well. I love the shoes. I love the colorway. I love everything about the shoes. The only thing I don't like is that the shoes is very expensive, but do keep in mind that it's a limited edition shoes, and it has a bit of a backstory to it. So for the most part, people are gonna buy the shoes, keep it, and then resell it for a higher price later, because it is a limited edition shoes. So I love the shoes. The price, not so much, but there's a reason behind the price. All in all, the shoes get a thumbs up for me. Thank you for watching the review video, guys. We are at the end of the review video. If you want to see some cool videos like this every single week, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification. Link is in the description box below. If you like the video and the video helped you out in some way, smash that thumbs up button. It will help the video out a lot. Again, thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to follow us on all of our other social media platforms. Link will be in the description box below. And if you want to see pictures of the shoes, it's on the website. Link will be in the description box below. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next week. And as always, do not forget to stay geeking. Peace.